OnlyFans? I cannot tell you the number of times I have received this question either from my students or from acquaintances. And with rising living costs and tuition costs, it's not that surprising. While I can't tell anyone what they should or shouldn't do, here's my view of platforms like OnlyFans. Disclaimer, this video isn't about me trying to convince you or anyone else to or not to start an OnlyFans. I'm only reporting back what I've learned through reading the research, talking to sex workers who have visited my class, and having many conversations with my students and acquaintances. So please don't trash me in the comments and listen to this video before you form an opinion. First of all, it's important to recognize that being a sex worker, which working on OnlyFans really does qualify as, is real work. It's a job, meaning that it's what a person does. It's not their whole identity. Second, we need to acknowledge that the allure is understandable. You can make a lot of money, have very flexible hours, and have total control over your body and your work. And many sex workers are just exhibitionists. They enjoy putting on a show, which means they really do enjoy their work, including the autonomy and freedom that it offers. However, you should know that if you do decide to get into this line of work, it's really hard to get out. It's not something that you can just dip your toe into. You need to assume that your family, your friends of friends will all find out, because I assure you they all will. The internet is forever, and once something's out there, it's out there for good. The other thing to consider is how becoming an OnlyFans model would impact your own self-worth, as well as your ability to enjoy authentic sexual experiences when you aren't being filmed on camera. In terms of your self-worth, this is really just a question of whether being an OnlyFans model would conflict with your own sense of personal ethics and your morals. In terms of a sex worker's own romantic life, some truly are able to enter another realm with their romantic partners that is full of intimacy. For others though, sex work does impede their ability sometimes to be truly present during sex, and they're just so used to treating it like a performance. Not to mention that dating as a sex worker does bring its own set of unique challenges. There are those who will judge, make assumptions, or feel tremendously threatened by their partner's involvement in sex work. Some partners may grapple with feelings of insecurity, jealousy, or discomfort, even if they initially claim to be understanding and supportive. What I don't believe is that we should project our own values and judgments onto people whose line of work just doesn't align with our own vision or life goals. Let's not judge other people for their own decisions. I would love to know what you think of OnlyFans. Let me know in the comments. I get it. Kink is fun. Power play is hot. For a lot of people, the wilder the sex, the better. But vanilla sex, in my opinion, might be the hottest sex. Because here's what else is underrated. Kissing during sex, missionary position, flirting, eye contact. I get these things might seem basic, but are they really? I mean, all of them require showing up authentically and a lot of vulnerability. I mean, is there really anything more intense than slow sex with eye contact and lots of kissing? So I know porn makes it seem like we need to be hanging from the rafters, blindfolded, holding a sex toy in each hand for sex to be hot. But really, the vulnerability that comes from vanilla sex has the capacity to be 10 times as intense, which is probably why research shows us that kissing during sex, as well as eye contact, increases emotional connection, intimacy, and frequency of orgasm, especially among women. So I think it's time that we rebrand vanilla sex. Any suggestions? Leave them in the comments.